Hey y'all, what the fuck is tea, my lovely people? We are back up in this gig on Reactmas. How y'all feeling up in here? All right, y'all, we going good? You going good? You doing all right? As you can see by the title of this Skype call, we got something a little heavy to talk about. And I kind of been, let me tell you something. I'm one of the people that if I ain't got nothing really much to nice to say, I don't say nothing at all. I've grown up. I've gotten a little bit more mature. But I've been denying and not really trying to talk about this Kanye West situation because it's so touchy and it's so political. Honestly, it's a very political situation where I don't feel like I have the right to speak because I'm not Jewish, but I have Jewish friends and business associates, okay? No shade. And I need to I got things I want to say, but I don't know what angle it's going to come off as. So I want to make this very abundantly clear, okay? I am not, and I repeat, not defending Kanye West in this Skype call at all. However, I do have some things as a black man, personally, that I'm just like, So
we're editing this episode as we speak. And as we're editing, more developments have come out. So I'm going to put a little clip here really quickly about what Kanye is talking about. And then we're going to come back and I'm just going to, here, just 1 second here.
I mean, I disagree with both statements, but I get the pros.
I don't like the word evil next to Nazis. I think we need to look at...
Oh my goodness. Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. But look,
I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
Oh man. Well,
this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table. Especially Hitler,
I understand that the British intelligence set him up and used him.
I like Hitler.
I don't like Hitler. And I know you're trying to be shocking with that.
I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler.
I cut off the part what I was about to say. As a black man, I have something to say just because I came from the point of view of how the media was portraying, his downfall and how it was almost glorifying his downfall. Like he is well-deserved. And as much as I agreed, I was still kind of offended, why didn't Balenciaga get the same kind of backlash? And as a black man, I felt like it was another agenda on top of what he was saying. Then this interview came out, and it's just like, if you're a big fan of Kanye, it's nothing you really can say. It's nothing really you can do. It's nothing you can even try to justify. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And as I say in the Skype call in the original footage, you can't expect the black community to come and save you for this one. You're sitting on here saying you love Hitler and you respect what he did, and you're tired of Nazis getting this bad rep where it's like, are you about to try to say, you already said slavery was a choice, but it was just already, But now we're talking about how Hitler was innovative and how Nazis should have some type of grace, in a sense. So you should say we should respect our slave masters too. Like this is becoming. There's nowhere I can relate. I can't relate at all. So I just wanted to hop in, and I know this perspective of how I was challenging people to cancel Balenciaga and hold the same caliber they did to Kanye to Balenciaga and all of that. I said that in this Skype call, as you will see, but the conversation is bigger at this point. It's sad, and it's I'm nobody's psychiatrist and I'm nobody's therapist, but there's definitely some mental issues going on. That's all I want to say.
Kanye, this is when I couldn't even save you. I couldn't even try to save you. You can't go on TV and people are telling you, hey, when you said anything about the Jewish community, because, he went on, Drink Champs and act like, I could say anything. I won't be canceled at all. I won't be nothing. They would, Adidas and Balenciaga would do nothing to me. They'll be nothing without me, which may be true. However, they dropped your ass like a hot potato. Okay. And it was over for you immediately. And in one day he lost $1 billion. $1 billion. Now, this is where things get a little interesting. So Kanye goes on these interviews and starts to double down on the anti-Semitic remarks and says, "Oh, am I starting to mess? Well, y'all been doing it to us for years." Now, Kanye, here's the thing. Okay? It's hard to take your side when you've shitted on the black community, and you know you have. You've turned your back on the black community, and you know you have. And you expect us to now save you because I'm speaking up for us and how my Jewish people control everything. Now here's the gag. He ain't lying too much, girl. Now, if Dave Chappelle was trying to say on his Saturday Night Live, he was saying it, but not saying it, because Dave Chappelle was on Saturday Night Live, which is probably owned by NBC, which is also probably my Jewish brothers and sisters up in there somewhere, controlling something. But the thing is, just like every other ethnicity and creed and religion, yeah, people are in power. People are in power. And Jewish people have always historically been known to have been controlling of like banks and like financial situations and financial institutions and things like that. So was he completely wrong saying how they run not everything, but they have a good deal of power? Yes, no lie. And I mean, no shade, congratulations to them, because I only can speak from my personal experience, okay? But the people that I work with happen to be Jewish, but they make sure my black ass is fine, okay? Even if there was racial situations between Jewish people and black people, right? Which I'm not even denying that it has been. But Kanye, for you to go as being a public black person, a black figure, being a public black figure that is of power and of the 1%, let's be honest here, let's talk, Kanye. It doesn't feel good when you say, yeah, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Oh, well, they could be mad. Oh, well. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect to happen? If a white person came out that was of power, say if hypothetically, like Elon Musk came out and was like, yeah, because black people, they should go back to Africa. They don't spend money well. They have no generational, like if they really, like if a white person of power went in and then doubled down on it, shouldn't somebody have repercussions? Something should happen, correct? Now you can sit up here and say, well, because then Kanye came out and tried to apologize. It's a little too late for that. And then you tried to go, well, okay, Adidas dropped you, Balenciaga dropped you, and then you tried to, well, I'll work my way around, I'll make my own sneakers, I'll do all this. And then you can also say, which I also thought, that Kanye did all of this to get out of his contracts so that he can own his names and be able to distribute and make his shoes and clothing for himself and pocket everything instead of, splitting up with these big corporations. But my thing is this, Kanye, even if these are the hypotheticals and theories that I have in my mind, maybe even if they were true, you were sitting there taking the money before. You didn't have no problem before. Because the thing is, you can't be the person, once I said anti-hero, you can't be upset when things don't go your way, so then you make this a black issue. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then that's tired. Because you weren't speaking up before. You can't sit up here like I had a white, my kids are black and their white mom and the Kardashian family is brainwashing them. You laid your body down and had kids with this white woman. You wasn't complaining before. And you actually was parading it, actually. Happy that you, like I got, white women got black kids. Okay, cute. But now your antics have messed up whatever black kids that were in the Donda school. You messed up their whole year, the whole school year. Because you had to close down the school, and now these kids and these students probably have to go to other schools now. So what did you really do? You did a lot more damage than you did heroism or maybe speaking up. When you went with Trump and endorsed Trump, you turned your back on your people immediately and thought that we were crazy for not endorsing them. But now you want us to help you and believe in you. That doesn't work that way. So now we fast forward to Balenciaga. Now this is the tea. We fast forward to Balenciaga getting into a lot of backlash where the creative director made a campaign for kids, for the Balenciaga Kids line. And you know, they had a line of BDSM. You know, the recent line was very glorifying BDSM and making it fashion, which that was already interesting and actually quite almost offensive to the leather community, because like, how you gonna profit anyway? Okay, fast forward, the man got kids with teddy bears in BDSM and leather gear. And now, the crucifixion of Balenciaga, for some reason, is not as harsh as Kanye West. And now this is when it becomes interesting to me. And this is when I start having thoughts like, the downfall of Kanye West was really good marketing. And in my mind, I always look at it like this. You have people that's watching this video right now, and then you have people that are the GP, like my nana, my papa, my uncles, and everything back at home that really don't keep up with pop culture, but once it makes general, national news, then they keep up, right? So you get two different perspectives. You get people that, like me and you, who watch everything, figure it out, and be like, that's interesting, that's connecting the dots here, okay. But then you have the news and the media that comes out and makes it seem like, because they glorified the downfall of Kanye West. They wanted, they loved every time he got dropped from something. They even had a tally list on the news. I remember I was at the gym and they had like a list on the news, like, look at these brands dropping this and he lost all this money, he did this, he did this. He's losing his mind. Look at this black man losing his mind. Look at this. And this, for me, that's what it felt like. I was like, yeah, like he late. And he should feel bad for what he did. And because he don't feel bad for what he did, I understand the scrutiny. But it felt like an agenda behind an agenda. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? It felt like an agenda behind an agenda. And I was like, ooh, they almost like showing you like, you know, any black entertainers out there, you better keep your mouth closed. If you like to be where you at, you should stay in your place. That's what it felt like to me, but I could be wrong. You know, that's just me getting deep into some things, you know? Because then this Balenciaga situation comes along. Here's Kim Kardashian coming out. Just speaking out, I'm going to break my silence. And I'm happy that they apologized. You didn't say you was going to stop working with him, though, did you? Oh, okay. Everybody didn't cancel Balenciaga that quick. We got into uproar. But nobody really, like, it wasn't like... But when Kanye said what he said, and everybody pressured Balenciaga to drop Kanye West, they did. They followed suit. Like, it leaves me in a limbo with both. You know? Because, like, first of all, who approved that at Balenciaga? But this ain't the first time these fashion houses got away with some racial, sexual, pedophile stuff. You know what I'm like? This ain't the first fashion house, or nor the first time a fashion house has done this. When are we going to stop? When are we going to stop giving these fashion houses these excuses? No shade. Like, if we're going to keep holding that black man accountable like that, we need to hold that white man accountable too. No shade. Now you can say tit for tat and say which is more offensive. That's for you to judge, not for me. It's not for me to say. It's about how you feel. What is your personal integrity? Do you feel that, you know, offending a religion or group of people is more offensive, or making kids sexualized is more offensive? Whichever you feel, for you. I'm not here to tell you how to feel. Which is why it brings me to that whole, like, bringing down that black... and I'm not, because like I said, I'm not defending him. I'm defending my blackness in the sense of I saw the ridicule and how easy it is to tear down a black person or a black man in power. How easy it is. The reason why I do that, the reason why I say this is because I'm not comparing, because he's nowhere near the greatness of Barack Obama, but just, I remember when Barack Obama was in the office and people couldn't wait. People, and I'm saying not y'all, just people in higher power, couldn't wait to him to mess up, and the news couldn't wait for him to mess up so they can milk it and make him public enemy number one. And I remember feeling that same feeling that I saw when I saw Kanye on the news and like his stupid shit that he did. And I was like, yeah, you look stupid. But the way the media ripped him up, oh, bitch, it felt like it was like, yeah, get in your place. I just popping in again. Yeah, felt like that before, but now, watching these interviews back, I'm like, oh no, you look stupid. You gave them ammo. You gave these news outlets ammo. So like, who are we to blame but you? Never mind. Retract. You did it. You did it to yourself. Period. I don't know. That's why I haven't spoken on this, because it's so touchy and it's so political, and I'm not a political person. So I'm not about to, go into politics of it. But you can't turn your blackness on and off. Like, I want to use that card when I'm in trouble. But when I'm not in trouble, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me know in the comments a little bit. Am I speaking wrong? My Jewish brothers and sisters, am I speaking wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like wrong. Like, who does that? Like, who's going to single out a whole group of people like that? Like, I don't live for it. I'm just not here for it. And I want to have a conversation in the comments below. I know this is very touchy, so please, please keep it very right. Keep it fair, because this conversation is about openness. It's not about saying you're wrong, or you're right. Just about how you feel. This is all about just how you feel. And if you feel negative, don't comment at all. Let's just speak knowledge. And you shouldn't be hating on no group of people, by the way. That's foul. Regardless if you feel like they control the industry or not. Okay? It doesn't matter. People should feel safe to be who they are and whatever religious beliefs they have. I don't care if you believe in a goddamn brick. That's just that's you. But I can't discriminate you for that. And that's what I feel. But I also don't like the accountability that's not being to others. So let me know in the comments below what you feel. And let me know what other things we should react and talk about for December. This is React Miss. So that means I will catch y'all tomorrow. Bye, Army.